Well, yee-hoo! Cowboys pulled one off by the skin of their teeth. Good Lord, I just knew they wanted to lose that thing, which they probably should have. But, Cooper Rush was in there, led them to a victory. But like they always do, they like to jump out, get a few scores ahead, and then in the final quarter or so, they like to lose it, which I'm surprised they didn't do it this time. But we got to win. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday evening. And let's see here. We got Piggy Piddles and Elaine. Hope you two are feeling better. Definitely praying for you folks because I was fighting it a week or so ago. And man, kicked my butt. Teddy and Jessica, welcome in. How are you folks? Let's see what else we got here. Brian, Vineyard Farmhouse. Howdy, sir. LaDonna, Kickapoo Crafty. Howdy, howdy. Score one with the big guy. Welcome in, sir. Linda Peterson. Howdy, ma'am. Let's go on down here and see what's happening. Looks like we got John Wiggs. Welcome in, sir. Better late than never. I'm sure you were watching some football too. At least I was. I came home from church, had all kinds of plans to get some stuff done before the Cowboy game. Did I get it done? Nope. I reared back in that recliner, took me a nap, watched some ball, and just in time for the Cowboy game, watched more ball. So that's what I've been doing. Just kind of lounging today. Pooch was pretty busy yesterday. He got some stuff done yesterday, so I'm sure probably y'all seen that video from yesterday. So made up some shirts, got some shirts done, put together a fire pit. I need to get my butt out here in this shop and clean this thing up and put together some of the stuff I've got out here. And before I get started, because I already know my throat's going to get dry, let's see. If my pretty was out here and she did this, she knows what I'd be doing. I'd be like, what are you cracking open? But it's me, and I got the LaCroix just to wet my whistle. About out of this stuff. I need to go get some more. And I am still fighting that sinuses a little bit. But just to wash that stuff down, gotta have this. Oktoberfest Shiner Bot. Yes, sir. Carbonated water and Oktoberfest. Good stuff right there. I was trying to set this other little tablet up here so I could kind of watch comments off the YouTube too, which heck, it probably don't make a difference to me because I try to watch one and I'll be doing too much and I get lost, sidetracked and everything. So I better just stick with one, which is what I'm looking at right here. But Corn-Fed Life, welcome in here. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, bubbly water. Which one? Because I like them both. But it's Sunday afternoon. Pooch has got a short week, so's Pretty. And beef burrito for supper tonight. Hey, I had me some chili that I made yesterday. Made that chili yesterday, and I had leftovers today. That's some good stuff. I got to cook some stuff, but Pooch didn't feel like it. Pooch just wasn't up for it. It feels nice outside, so that's a good thing. Hopefully the weather's changing on us. I think we'll go through a little bit of warmth this week, but I'm sure ready for some fall and some cooler weather and get out there and sit out on the porch a little more. 12 Stones, welcome in, sir. And that's why I got out that fire pit yesterday. I've been looking for one of those gas grills, and I wanted a gas fire pit for the patio. I've been looking at those things probably for, last year I started looking at them because I wanted to get us one for our patio. Of course, them things, some of them just aren't that cheap. But I wanted to get one that had the blue rocks. Well, the one I was eyeballing, the one I actually got it at Academy. You know, the few I was looking at, about 450, 400. Well, I caught this one here at Academy and online, and I was working at Burleson, which is close to an Academy. And online it said it was on sale for $249, which I thought, and it had one left. I was like, well, I'm going to go get that sucker. So after I got off work Friday, I hightailed it over there. I go in there and find it, and there was one left. But on that box, there was also a sticker that said $199. So I knew definitely I was grabbing it then. So I grabbed that thing, go up to checkout. The girl rings it up, $249. I was like, nope. Look at that sticker right there, $199. So I got it for $199. Brought that thing home, put it together yesterday. Now I just got to go fill up all my propane tanks. I wasn't about to use my one on my grill because, you know, I got 4 of those bottles, or 5 of those tanks out there in the shop. And I usually try to keep them full, at least have a backup. But all of them are empty, but the one that's hooked up. So I got to go get some filled up and all that. Jailbait, welcome, sir. I said, what are you dealing with? Dealing with a hand. I have been, hey, we all are, sir. And sometimes it sucks. Yes, sir. I know that for sure. Yes, sir. Heard that. But it is a short week for Pretty and Pooch. I'm going to work Monday through Thursday. I'm going to be off Friday. And we're hightailing it over there to Pine Cove Fest. I don't know what time you're going to get over there, Byron, but hopefully we get there around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's kind of my planning. Get over there. And we do have a cabin. The cabin that we've gotten, I don't think it's, I know it's not in there where Tom and Rhonda and all them are going to be, but we're close somewhere. But we'll get over there and get ready to meet up with everybody. So that's going to be fun, and I can't wait. And then Pooch is off that week after again, and I am ready to have that week off too, because I got to get some crap done in this little building right here because it's about to drive me crazy. It's the way stuff's cram packed in here, and we get in here and we do work, and then we drag stuff out and leave it sitting around. Well, not leave it sitting around, but you know how it is. You get out there, because I humped it yesterday. I humped it and was knocking out those shirt orders. I think I got another one coming up. Pretty was knocking out her orders on shirts that she's got trying to get done. So we both were busy. And then our puppy dogs went and got groomed. So they came back all fired up and ready to go. And they're actually going with us to Pine Cove this coming up weekend. Yeah, Pooch, we'll see how quickly I get my stuff together so I can travel that way. LOL. Yep, I'm ready because Pooch likes going the back roads, and that's the way I'm taking it over there. I ain't driving nothing but the back roads all the way over there just for the scenic route, you know? I'd rather take a back road any day. Organized Pineapple, welcome, if I didn't catch you. But yeah, I'd rather take a back road anyway. And I know the further east you get out there, the prettier it gets. And I'm just looking forward for the break and the getaway from the same old, and just enjoying all the company that's going to be out there, because there are going to be quite a few folks. But Pooch intended to get out and do some mowing today because he needs to mow again. But I just didn't have it in me. Although I was thinking maybe after I get off this live, I'll go get on some. But I don't know that I will. I'll probably be ready to go inside and really get kicked back and relaxed so I can just kick back and relax. Pooch likes to do that more so than often here lately. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because of all the crap that Pooch been hit with. Getting older, being sick, because I'm really not the type that gets sick. But let me tell you, I was, and I'm still fighting the allergies just a tad bit. Head stopped up and crap, but oh well. My stepmother's having surgery this week, so everybody throw a prayer up for her. She did a biopsy and got a little lump in her breast, and they're going to go see if they can't take that little bit out. Not do a full vasectomy, but she's still got to go through it, and hopefully they can get it. At least they caught it early, that's for sure. Tiny Tim Posey, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, so then my dad's going to go have some skin stuff done. My dad's like me, or I'm like my dad, because, you know, you get out in that sun a lot, it starts putting that spots on you and skin cancer and all that. Well, he's had probably a chunk of his nose carved off from having that stuff, and he's going to have some more taken off. And I hadn't been to the dermatologist in years, solely because I know what they're going to do every time I go. They're going to get out that little can and they're going to freeze every little spot they see off, which that it doesn't bother me, but it don't feel good. And the last time I went, they were wanting to give me a tube of salve. And of course, that salve, I just rub it on your arms once a day and all that. Well, in the end, that salve will take the hide plumb off. So then you're just exposed with flesh. I was like, I ain't doing that, because I've seen people that's done it, and I know I ain't doing it. So I'm like, nope, forget that. I'd rather keep my pocket knife in my pocket, and when I feel like something don't feel right, I'll take it off that way. It may not get it all, but sure as heck don't want no exposed hide, because that don't feel good at all. And I've had that happen, but I ain't doing that salve stuff. Oktoberfest. And I don't know if Pretty's watching or not. She hasn't chimed in yet. I left her on the couch when I came out, so she's probably listening in somewhere. No freezing around your junk. You ain't got much to spare. Dang right. Hell, I don't even want that crap nowhere near my junk. No way. I don't even like going to the doctor, period. Because, you know, every time you go, they're going to do something. Or they're going to want to do something. Especially as we get up there at our age. Bend over, grab your ankles. Like, especially when you got a big 6'8" doctor with big old gorilla hands. You ain't going to check my prostate. Sorry. Give me that little petite female prostate doctor when her fingers are smaller than my pinky. Now, I can deal with that one maybe, but I don't know. And then you want to go, then you got to go in and do the, what's the other one? Where they do the old camera, colonoscopy. Want to do the colonoscopy and upper GI. Well, they talk about doing that, and I'm like, if I do it, we're going to do them both at the same time. So I don't have to sit and go through it twice. And hopefully money saving on the pocketbook and the insurance. But I promise you, you better not use the same camera. You can go one way and then grab a new camera and grab the other one and go the other way. And if you do that, we'll do it both at once. That's the way I figure anyway. But I ain't had one done, and I don't plan on it. So it's kind of like jailbait said a minute ago. Dealing with the cards we're dealt. If something comes up on me, I'm just going to deal with the cards I dealt. And I ain't got nobody to blame but myself, because Pooch don't go to the doctor and he don't want to go to the doctor. That's quite all right. But seen some good videos this weekend too, and love the drive and love the story Piggy had to say this morning on his. That was I've been hearing a lot of stories lately, and they're all kind of coming around the same subject. And I just liked hearing that story about Piggy and his dad, and the fathers waiting, or when they either make amends with their kiddos or whatever, and then they tell you everything's good. Well, that's just like Mr. Mallory, actually, but they tell you everything's good now because they've seen their kids. And I know what that means. Makes me think I don't see my parents enough. And I know I don't. And I don't live that far from them. But, I talk to them all the time, but I don't see them as often. And I probably need to start making more of an effort to see my folks a little more than I am as of late, because, I know they want to see me, and there'll be a time when I don't, and I can't see them anymore. So yeah, I probably need to second guess the way I've been acting as a son, which ain't been the best, but ain't been bad, but it ain't been the best. Pooch, you like that Jacko video that I sent you? I sure did. And I sent it to some other friends, some nursing staff. That was funny. And it's about right, because those fools didn't show up there not one time during COVID. Whoops. But they didn't show up at all. We had virtual surveys. So go figure. They wasn't on site for nothing. But that's about par. That was a good one, and I did share it. Oh, let's see. Don't tell everybody about our appointment next month. LOL, Linda Peterson. I ain't got no appointment. I'm still trying to get to the cardiologist because, now I'll take care of that part. But with the issues I had with my truck the one day, and I had to get that fixed, I had to cancel that appointment again. But Pooch is feeling good, trying to get it rescheduled. I called them to make it. I hadn't heard back from them, but it was after 1 on a Friday, so I'll probably hear from them tomorrow. Wow, that I like to hear about that. What is a father or a dad, or what is the thing you speak of tonight? Oh, I know where you're coming from, Gary. Yes, sir, I do. But I do have one. And well, like I've said, fortunately for me, I was raised in a good home, in a good family. And it breaks my heart for those that wasn't. But even Piggy's story today, Piggy's dad, he said he didn't have a good relationship or nothing with his dad until the last couple years. And that's sad. Pooch, I am ready to go fishing. I was actually wanting to try to go do a little fishing today or yesterday after I did all my other stuff. But went to my brother-in-law's house yesterday, and we watched the Canelo and Triple G fight last night, and it was a good one. It went the distance, and it could have went either way, but Canelo seemed to dominate that fight for the most part. But old Triple G's quite a bit older, and he stood in there with him. Now, they both got tired from pounding and wailing and missing and just swinging, because both of them are known to throw some punches. I know Canelo likes to work on the body, but he'll dang sure pummel the old head too. And Triple G's the kind of fighter with the stone chin that nothing rocks him. And he's fast, but it was a good fight. We had a good evening. Got to see Mondo and Dawes and eat some good tacos, and so that was fun. Got to get together with them, which we don't get to do that as often either. But everybody's just out running, trying to live their life, take care of their own business, and it's a shame that you put certain things in front of other things that matter the most. And I know I'm guilty of it. I put work. I feel bad if I miss work, even being sick. I felt like missing something and ready to. I kind of wanted to feel bad about going to be off again next week after being off this past week before. But, I was sick then. I've got the time, so it doesn't matter. I still got time to use. It's my PTO, and my company's the type you either use it or you lose it. Used to we could carry over 80 hours, or they'd buy it back at the end of the year. Well, they stop all that now. It's use it or lose it. And Pooch is getting 5 weeks a year. And this coming year, January, I think I'll be close to probably 5.5 weeks or more, or almost 6, maybe a year. So I'm about topped out on all that time off. So it's about, I've never taken time off for being sick. So it didn't bother me being off that week before sick. Thank goodness I had it. But, and it's hard for me to take time off because I just don't like it. I like my time off, but I don't like going back to work afterwards because there's usually hell firestorm that I got to deal with when I get back. But I'm looking forward to this next week off, going to Pine Cove Fest. And I'm looking forward to the upcoming holidays because I'll still have time to kill between the end of the year. So, and with all those other holidays lined up in there, it'll be all right. And I think we even talked about possibly on Pretty and Pooch about having a get together sometime soon. Now, we definitely serious about that. We need to keep that in our thoughts. So anybody's got any good ideas, be sure and throw them. But I know Pretty will probably be planning, thinking, and doing something as well. So yeah, we need to get something like that done. I know the Crockers today, I was listening to Jason talk, and they were talking about a toy drive. Not a Crocker meetup or nothing like that, but a toy drive. And you just show up, bring a toy, and it's not a sponsored type hangout or nothing like that up there in McAllister or somewhere Tulsa, which that might be kind of fun. I don't know, but it's better to have time and not need it than need it and not have. That is true. Now, I have donated some of my time, a time or two, to some folks that actually need it. And, granted, they've had dealing with family, dealing with loss, and used up their time dealing with their parents' loss or whatever. And now we can do that too. We can donate it. So I have donated a few weeks to somebody that needed the time. And, they needed it. So happy to give it to them. And it's been offered to me in my time of loss. But Pooch don't stay away too long, even after loss. The old brain don't handle it too well because for me anyway, being off too long puts you in a bad dark spot and then you can head south real quick. So I just assume get back up and get to rolling and deal with it as I go rather than just sit at home and dwell and find yourself all jacked up on alcohol or drugs. So that's my thought. But yeah, the toy drive for children's at the hospital with the Crockers. Yeah, that's it was Danielle too. That's pretty kind of a cool thing. That might be something to pay attention to. I know Pretty and I usually adopt a family, kids. A lot of times, they get those angel trees and whatnot. We like to go buy stuff and get it to a family in need. That's just, it warms your heart when you're able to do something like that. I know our church used to be pretty active with having things and multiple churches would come together and have things like that to where the families could come and actually pick up and stuff gifts for the kids, Christmas dinners, all of that stuff. But I think COVID pretty much stopped that from happening. I don't know if that'll ever come back or not, but it's a good thing. Our church is pretty active in the community anyway, so we can usually handle a lot of stuff on our own. So, hello, Rita's Roost, welcome in. Stopping in 23 minutes. The streaming started. That's quite all right. At least you made it in here. Yeah, dang, it's already going by. At least you made it in here, and we welcome you for sure. For sure. But during that week off that I'm going to have, I'm going to try to get out here and move some of this stuff around. I actually got the box up a little bit ago looking at that printer. So my thing is now is I just don't have room and don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to have to move some stuff around and try to get it where it's all, you can only stretch so much cord across from one place to the other. And I use a laptop and a docking station. And thank goodness my docking station's got multiple ports and all of that 9 yards. But sometimes you don't have long enough cord or cable to make it to everywhere. So I got to rethink a little bit of stuff and figure out how I'm going to plan this and make all this work. I'm starting to get a little cramped in here too, though, and I don't like that. That's usually when something will get kicked and tore up. So, but I'm definitely needing to get after that. Hopefully have me some more shirts to do soon. And I've got to make some time to make a few shirts so I can take with me this coming weekend. I don't know if I'll do anything like I did at the Crockers meetup, but I got a few shirts and hats I need to get. Please adopt me, Pooch. I'm what? Cramped out in the back. But I'm thinking I need to take a few hats and shirts to I know I'm taking Byron at 12 Stones Ranch one because I haven't gotten him one. So yeah, I'm gonna be bringing him a shirt and hat for sure. Yeah, I'm cramped out too. This little old 24 by 24 12 by 24 building that I'm in right now is about packed out with stuff. And it's, when I got it, I thought it'd be okay, it'll work, which it has, and it does, but just getting more stuff, and it's not junk. This stuff that I actually use. So just getting too big for my britches or something, or at least I think I am. I'm not too big for my britches business wise, but all this stuff's getting in here and it's starting to cramp us up. And I have to have space to work, move around and move. And then videoing, I do YouTubes in here, sitting here, and we like to do them outside, and kind of wanting to set up a little spot to do Pretty and Pooch's. And then when Pretty does her videos, we have a different spot to set at and do. So, camped. He's camped out. I see. Send it up to me. It will be just right. That's crazy. I was all excited about getting this stuff, and I ain't had a chance to fool with it yet. Now, I did get the cutter set up and all the software uploaded and all, but I haven't actually had a chance to do my first cut yet. I need to order a little more material specifically for what I bought that for. I don't have that yet, so I'll be getting some of that hopefully soon, and then I'll be able to play with it a little bit and see what it does. I'm camped with cramps. Yeah, that's what I'm going to start feeling like in here. But man, me and Pretty got to do our live out on the porch the other day, which that was nice. So now that the weather starts getting cool, we'll be able to do a little more of that, I hope. At least me. I like going out there, get out there. I started my video off yesterday morning sitting out there drinking my coffee, which was nice and just felt good to be outside. So I need to start doing that a little more often. Used to, my butt be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning sitting out on the porch having coffee and maybe either reading morning devotional, the newspaper, And I'd probably have a pot of coffee down the old hatch before I'd even go to work. But I don't do that no more. I sleep now. For some reason, I will sleep. At least got to have an hour, but before I go to work. And I do get up and have a cup or two, but not like I used to. But I need to start getting up and getting back out on the porch and enjoying some of the morning before all the sun comes up and the ruckus and the racket, because that's just a good time to sit in silence or in your devotionals in the Bible or something, you know. And I've neglected and got away from that a little bit. So I need to probably get myself together and get back on that. See, John Wiggs, that time of the month, huh? Pooch won't let me use the bathroom. That's why I got cramps. Has to. Hey, that baño is wide open out there. If you was here, you'd be more than welcome to it. Trying to see if I'm missing something. Somebody texting me or something. Oh, good Lord. I've paid all this political crap that's getting sent out all of a sudden, especially from the person that I least want to see hold any kind of office. I'll leave it at that, too. Down here in Texas, that is. Kind of crap pisses. If I'd have wanted it, I would have asked for it, but I didn't ask for it, just like any type of soliciting. Let's see, like those chickens coming out of the... Boy, I want to get me some chickens. Get me a little chicken coop so I can have some eggs. And that's all I want the chickens for, right? Pretty done said she's not taking care of no meat chickens. So that ain't going to happen, I don't guess. But I dang sure take the eggs. That and a few goats, but I don't know how big of a farming and ranching we'll be doing on over here because, for one, don't have time, and I'm too busy trying to run a sweatshop, which is enough for me. I've said it many times. I don't like going to work and then coming home and going right back to work, because that's what happens a lot of the times. Backwoods Mindset's going live in 20. All right, Maddie's. Seems like Maddie's slowed down, but Maddie's been sick too. So, you know, all that running and striving and trying to work and do YouTube and all that, it'll kick your butt. That's why I try to maintain myself. I'm not getting in no hurry. I like doing my little live or two. I like doing one with Pretty. I like doing tonight's. And I do like to put out a couple more videos a week, which has been a struggle for me just as of late due to the heat and whatnot. But hopefully soon I can start putting together a couple videos a week and be able to put those up. But, well, Maddie's burning at both ends, trying to run 2 or 3 channels like the big boys and hold a full-time job. It just wear you out. It'll just wear you out. And I dang sure don't want to do that. I just hopped on. There's Pretty. Pretty just popped in. But chicken is good. Which come first, the chicken or the egg? Well, it had to be the chicken to lay the egg. But then again, there had to be the egg to make that first chicken. So, but yeah, poor Maddie. He has looked better past few times I've seen him. And, you know, hopefully he is getting better. And quit trying to burn the candle at both ends, because you'll burn yourself out and get sick. It's exactly. And I ain't trying to get sick either. Yep, I like my YouTube. And congratulations, Elaine, on hitting that 500. I am trying to get to that point too, solely because I want to be able to have that community tab too. Because you can do a lot with that community tab, especially promote and help others and shout out others. And I'm more worried about doing that than just, yeah, I want my channel to grow too, but I want to be able to shout out others as well. And that's awesome to hit that little goal and milestone. Maddie is burning the hot dog. Yeah, he is. He sure is. You know, my count has come up a little bit lately, and I don't, probably because I was in that last chance cook-off. So what? What are you talking about? Oh, everything. You know me. I'll ramble on about anything and everything, jump from one thing to another. But I was congratulating Elaine on her 500 and hoping I can get to 500 soon so I can have the community tab. And I thought it was cool that you guys got to see Treasure Hunter too. That's awesome that he's able to get out and about and he goes hunting some of these channels down just to be able to visit. Beth and Neil, some nice folks for sure. For sure. So when you come down, John Wiggs, be sure and holler at me. I'll throw the cot on the porch for you. Yep. Just come on down here anytime. We'll have us a good time. I tell you what'd be real cool is to see Elaine and Piggy pulling up. They could show up unannounced. That'd be all right. That would be all right. Hopefully so. One day we will, and I'll either show up at your doorstep or you can show up at my doorstep. Either way it'll work. A little of this and a little of that, Tish. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, Linda. Talking about a little of this and a little of that, you know. It's a Sunday afternoon. Pooch has been into all kinds of stuff. Pooch is trying to get wound down for the upcoming week, so his mouth's running about anything and everything. Probably go in and watch some more football here in a little bit, too. I'll see what Maddie's all about here in a little bit. I don't know what he's got coming up, but see, we're talking about me getting access to the back. Yeah, that's it, pretty. Read John Wiggs' comment right there. That's what we was talking about. You came in late on that one. The bagnio out there. Because I keep that pretty tied up sometimes. Because Tish don't want me using... Don't feel bad, John, because Tish don't want me using the indoor house facilities. I always get told to go outside. You need your parents at full. You need. Oh, now babies must have caught in on some back. But yeah, go on, baby. Tell John Wiggs how I get told to go outside all the time. To the bagnio. Can't even use my own indoor facilities. I go out and use the outside stuff. Swimming in the lake. Oh, Lord. Yeah, get pretty going in there. But I got done knocked off track of everything all of a sudden. So I don't even know what the heck I was talking about now. Thanks, pretty. I was on a roll, which I normally am, and can just roll right on into anything and everything. And I got sidetracked. I think I was talking about trying to straighten this stuff up and just being able to enjoy outside or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of lost now. My train of thought and my train of talk has been destroyed. Other than the fact that, yeah, I'm ready to get this week done and over with. And I know now, since I am screwed up, I'm looking at the clock, but oh, Lord. I got new. Where'd that go? Oh, you know, I've been trying to make my little videos better too. So that dadgum GoPro that I've been dealing with, I don't know what the deal is with it, but sometimes it won't record the audio and the volume. I've recorded a bunch of stuff and then come to find out that the audio wasn't recording. My old mouse moving, but there ain't nothing coming out. So that's been kind of hacked me off a few times. That's what I was talking about before I got sidetracked. Getting some of this stuff out of this little building so I can set up a pretty little interview corner where Pretty and I can sit and do our lives. Or Pretty can have her guests come out here and do her lives inside the building here and have a nice backdrop and look all pretty and professional and all that good stuff. That's what I think I was talking about beforehand. So I need to get some of this stuff cleared out of here so we can make room and have what I don't want to call it a stage, but something along them lines, like an interview booth or whatever. But that's kind of what I was wanting to do, get that done one day soon for. Although we'd like to do it outside too, but we can always do that. That was kind of the whole purpose of getting that little grill. So enjoy some of that heat on the porch, because this porch is actually positioned just right to where that south wind blows across in the summertime. But boy, howdy, when the north wind's blowing too, it'll freeze your butt off in the winter. I already close it in a little bit. Mouse moves it by itself. Get a kitty cat. Hey, I wish you'd never bought that. Oh, I like that GoPro. I love the GoPro. I think it was just me. I probably had to reset something. I did have to reset something on it because there's so many different accessories you can use with that thing that you hook one thing to it and it pairs with it, and then you go pair it with something else. It don't know what it's wanting to do. So you've talked about not wanting to go to the dermatologist. Yep. Byron's been listening. He sure has. He got it nailed right there with everything. But I do love that GoPro. It's kind of aggravating when you don't get your audio, when you've been recording and you just lose it. You ought to use that GoPro more often, Brian. It is pretty handy, actually. It's very handy. And it beats lugging around one of those bigger cameras, because those things can be a pain in the butt too. Although they may take better pictures. But I have a couple that I like to use and carry, so. But I do like the GoPro. That's what makes me so angry, is when you don't get your audio out of it. I've been using for editing the free video editor that comes on your laptop, Microsoft. I think it's a video editor or something. I'm about ready to upgrade to something else. So if any of you, I don't know what you use, Brian or Byron, but go and let me know what you guys use so I can kind of do a little research and study, because I'm about ready to try to check out and upgrade my video editing skills. This is fine with what I use, but you're kind of limited to a little bit, and I think I want to try to up the game a little bit anyway, even though I've know how to use that one. It's pretty easy. So I should be able to pick something else up pretty quick. And I don't know if I want to spend money on it or if I just want to try to use a something offline. I prefer to buy something, but that way I can keep it updated and upgraded and all that good stuff. But it's about time for Pooch to upgrade his video editing skills. I wished I'd get some good internet out here. That's the other part that sucks. Out here in the country, it's hard to get any type of good internet. So I use CyberLink Power Director 365 annual prescription. Okay. I have a couple, but what I have for internet, I use a hotspot, like a cell phone hotspot. And I also use my phones for hotspots. But I have a dedicated, for this shop, a dedicated hotspot business side where it's unlimited. But it's 5G. It works good sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. When Pretty and I did our outside live the other day, we noticed doing it outside, we was getting a lot of lagging on it. So that kind of sucked. I've been on the waiting list for Starlink now for 2 years and ain't heard jack other than mid to late summer, which this year, well, it's getting to be late summer and I still ain't heard nothing. So, and I've heard mixed reviews on that, whether it's good enough or not. We'll soon see. Hopefully I'll get it, but I got ample view of the sky, no obstructions. So if it, once it gets here, maybe it'll work good for me. Cyberlink, and I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna write that down real quick. But yeah, editing skills. That's why I'll take the RV, John Wiggs, have my own bathroom. Well, I've only got what, 3 bathrooms around here, and I'm confined to the one outside. But that don't count outside either, because Pooch ain't bashful. If I got to go and I'm outside, I'm gonna do what I got to do outside. Ain't bashful at all. Got a couple different barns, so I can find a spot for some privacy. I like the iPad because I can edit as I go and see what I am doing. Big and clear. Yeah, I got you, Brian. And I've got an iPad right here too, but I'm not a big fan of the iPad for some reason. I don't know. Just never have and don't care for it. But I bet I mean, you get used to using something. So, I mean, I understand that. But use Pretty's name. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Like I said, I've been on a waiting list for them for 2 years, way back 2 years ago, and paid the deposit and all that crap and hadn't heard. I ought to try the RV type one, but I may try that. I may try to put it in Pretty's name and see if it all of us. But I look at the maps and it's not really in this area of Texas yet. I don't know if it's up there where you're at, but where we're at, and there's a dadgum station, not down towards Austin and Houston area. So I don't know if they need to make another substation or something somewhere closer before, but they keep launching them rockets and say they're putting 50 and 60 satellites at a time up in the air. You know, worry about the United States before you worry about somewhere else. I could help you with some editing ideas. Okay. Watch out for Starlink just means that Elon Musk lost 28 satellites due to solar. Yeah, you know, that's probably going to be a problem they'll face. Yeah, I don't know how much to trust that Starlink. Of course, there's other satellite internet, but I will not get that Hughes link. Pretty much everything out here is broadband or like cellular tower type, and that's what I use now, cellular tower. And there used to be cable out here at one time, and there's cable still out there on these lines, but they don't service or come out here anymore, so they say. But it'd be forever and a day before we ever got fiber optic or anything, because they ain't gonna come put utilities and crap down these old back roads. And sure would be nice because there's all kinds of new constructions and new additions being put up and along Chisholm Trail and all of that, but it'll keep it up there. It won't ever get down this way. But we'll dang sure pay taxes on that crap. I think I'm just going to stop paying taxes here pretty soon. I'm about to really go off or pretend I'm off grid and just tell them I ain't paying you a dime. Yepers at John Wiggs. Yeah, watch out for Starlink. Could be. I may try this reapplying for Pretty. See if I can pull off a jack move with Elon Musk. But you know, sometimes my phone hotspot's faster than that thing back there too. It's all a gimmick. But I got to have something out here, especially my phone, my work phone. My work phone provides me with hotspot too, just so supposedly I can connect to do whatever from anywhere. And I'll use theirs before I use mine a lot of times. Just to, I've got unlimited, but I'd rather use their data. If you know what I mean. You give it to me for work, I'm going to use every bit of it. I'm sure Biden has a plan to get everyone. Yeah, but I can only imagine what that free internet is. But I keep seeing it going up everywhere in all these neighborhoods. Everybody getting something for nothing. You're way behind on comments. Pretty says I'm way behind. What did I miss? Did I miss something in there? Let's say I'll take the John Wage, have my own bathroom. I don't know. If I miss somebody's comment or question, I'm sorry. I'm watching them unless they just stop flowing on me here because I'm seeing them, but Pretty says I'm way behind. Maybe her comment came in way behind. I don't know. No, Linda Peterson says no, but hopefully I didn't. Maybe next time I'm going to put up the link, let somebody come in here with me so we can really chew the fat. But I'd like to get carried away sometimes, and you never know what Pooch is going to be up on and get on a tangent about or uproar. I'm pretty peaceful tonight. I'm just trying to get through this coming week because I'm excited about being off and going to see all the folks at this other event coming up this weekend. So I'm trying to make myself keep that jacked up mode all week. I'm saving it for work because, yeah, I'll get baby's comments twice here. Same thing. It must have been her. It must be a delay. But I'm looking forward to that. Monday through Thursday, Pooch is going to work hard, and he's going to get the heck out of there. And probably got to go buy me some new tires, too, this week. Dadgummit. If it ain't one thing, it's another. But the old Tundra's tires, and I'll wear them suckers out. And I'll rotate them frequent. But I'll get every last dadgum mile out of them things before I'll go buy new ones. And they're looking pretty bald. Well, not bald, but they're wearing, and the wear's starting to look kind of bad on them. So maybe before I head out on this trip this weekend, I'll probably have to go buy me some tires. And you know, those darn things aren't cheap either. Good Lord. Everything's expensive nowadays. Everything. Heck, last week, though, I was threatening to go buy a new truck. I'm glad I didn't. And the old boy that I threw my Ford up for sale, he really wanted it bad. I had to send him a message and tell him I just can't get rid of it. I'm sorry. He goes, oh, I understand. Old trusty Ford out there. Sometimes I think, what am I going to do with it? But I know it's always out there. I do need to go get it inspected. But I know it's always out there, and I know I can go jump in it and go wherever I need to go in it, too. So, and it pulls double duty. So, it's probably best to keep on hold of that thing, even though I want to put it in the shop and do some work on it. But how far do you have to drive? Well, it depends where I'm headed because my facilities are spread out. My closest facility is 16, 18 miles from here. And then my next facility is 39 miles from here. And then my furthest facility is 48 miles. So that's one way. It's not too bad, but I do have to drive some. Now, depending if I have to go to another market's facilities, that can get a little crazy because, you know, Oklahoma, Houston, San Antonio. Granted, I haven't had to do that in quite some time, but I have El Paso, Pooch just wants to take care of his own stuff and not worry about the rest of it. That's how I'm getting to be. I don't want all the extracurricular stuff. I don't want to be responsible for it. I don't want to be responsible for nobody. Just my stuff. Let's see what Pretty do. Oh, Pretty's bailing out on us. Okay, I see y'all going grab a bite before Maddie. Score one with the big guy. Yes, sir. Go get you a snack and get ready. I appreciate you coming in too. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all coming in, actually, on a Sunday evening. I wished I'd have felt had a little more gift of gab tonight, which I always got the gift of gab, but I did get sidetracked a little bit and got off track and lost my train of thought. When Pretty came in, I'm going to blame it on Pretty now that she's gone. It's her fault. She's the one that got me screwed up. Let's see if she replies to that. Probably not. She probably done hopped off. But Backwoods is coming on here in a little bit. And I'm going to see what he's got going on in his camp. I know he's trying to get out there and find some land. But again, that dude is wearing himself out. Hey, she's still in there, but that dude's wearing himself out, and woo, can't do that. For one, you get frustrated like he has. He's gotten a little frustrated with himself, and you get that burnout. And that's what happens. You kind of get brain locked, brain freeze, and you don't know whether you're coming or going, and you don't know what to do or anything. Just slow down. Take it as it comes. Hell with 2 or 3 channels. Just worry about one. At least that's what I think. I ain't going to try to do, unless I had something totally separate of what I'm doing here, which what I'm doing here is freaking whatever the heck comes up. Now, Pretty and Pooch, that could probably spin off into something else, but I ain't worried about even trying that right now. I'm just going to deal with what I got. Pretty's got her no judgment here, so we're good to go in that department. But yeah, like Tish said, we'll see you soon, 12 Stones, and look forward to it. And I do plan on fishing. Hopefully, we can get into one of them coves, find us a shade tree, and just fish away, shoot the bull, have a good time. A lot of other folks will be there. Got a cold snack in hand. Watch our Maddie. Yes, sir. Got me one too, John. And, we got a couple minutes here. But I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I hope everybody has a good week. And it's a short one, and I cannot wait to get the heck out of town, out of Dodge, and all that good stuff. For all you folks that are feeling under the weather, hopefully that passes and you get to feeling better. But to each and every one of y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in and being in here with me. And if you ever need anything, reach out, holler. Y'all got Pooch's emails and all that good stuff. Give me a shout. But I think I'm going to ease out of here just a little bit early. Going to try to maybe we'll catch Maddie. I got a football game that's already in progress that I really want to go in there and watch. But anyway, folks, I hope everybody has a good night, a good week. I appreciate you all. And as usual, everybody needs a friend named Pooch, and they call me Pooch. We'll see y'all again soon. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.